War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. If these statements don't make sense to you, don't be alarmed. They shouldn't make sense to you. These are extreme examples of language manipulation, the type which can only be understood by people who have been indoctrinated through years of propaganda. Yet, if we look honestly and critically at the world around us, we can find less extreme examples of language manipulation in many different places. Often, language is manipulated by using euphemisms, such as in the workplace. When a company has to fire many employees across the board, they use the term downsizing. That sure sounds a lot nicer than saying massive firings, right? Other times, language is manipulated by purposefully labeling something ambiguously, such as in the case of nation building. What exactly does it mean to build a nation? And who should decide how the nation should be built? The inhabitants of the nation or the ones doing the building? Language can even be manipulated by a complete reversal of meaning, such as when a military offensive is referred to as a peacekeeping mission. Throughout history, many of the great dictators have been excellent manipulators of language. It is easier to make a large group of people follow you if you can first frighten and confuse them using their own language against them. Joseph Stalin used his powerful gifts of speech to convince his followers in the Soviet Union that communism offered more political freedom than democracy. Adolf Hitler used the euphemism of ethnic cleansing in public speeches to the German people. Perhaps they wouldn't be so quick to follow him if he had told them his actual intentions. But this still happens today, and even in our own country. Back in October of 2001, U.S. President George W. Bush passed a law which granted the power to the federal government to access telephone, email, and other records of private citizens without warrants. This law violated the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution, which guards against unreasonable searches without probable cause. The name of the law? Well, it was called the Patriot Act. God bless America! An even more recent example was in March of 2011, when current U.S. President Barack Obama authorized the bombing of Libya led by U.S. forces. If it looks like a war, and it sounds like a war, it must be, according to Obama, a kinetic military action. The point of this unit is not to make you more gifted liars, but to help you more easily recognize propaganda and language manipulation when you see it. And hopefully, when you do see it, you won't be fooled.